Nice. Okay, so now I see a problem. The same situation I am not seeing any problem, but here I am seeing problem because this is one table. So we have a measure means it is a fact table. So this is another fact table. Why? Because it is also having measures. If I join these two, since for one record in this particular table we have multiple records, okay, so what is going to happen? Definitely this data will get duplicated. Since I also looking for some calculations on the first table, also on the second table, okay, and you will see a real problem here. Okay, so now when I join this and this based on this column and this column, it is going to get replicated 3 times. You have seen here, okay, 1, 200 joining with 3 records here. So these are the 3 records here, okay, and then here, why is 20? Okay, so these 3 columns are getting replicated because of this multiple join. So if you still not calculating anything on these columns, you can ignore, still no problem. But here I am also planning to calculate what is the total number of employees, and also I want to calculate what is the total number of units sold out. So that's why you will have a problem. So if there is, if they are not two fact tables, then you will not have, if it is a dimension and fact, no problem. But here the problem is both are fact tables. Fact table means generally I will create a calculation, and other side also I will have to do calculation. That is the reason there is a problem. Okay. So now even keeping the distinct also will not help, because I need to restart my machine. It takes time. So at least today I will explain theoretically. We are already late and the system not working. I will go practical tomorrow. So this is the reason we had a different approach. So what I am doing, I am planning to, so first I will go and take the data from here. Okay, so the problem comes when you take data from 2 tables and join here, and your first table data is getting replicated. So that's why what I am planning to do here is, rather than you doing all these things, okay, so since what is the problem, for one record there are multiple records, so try to bring, okay, try to calculate data from both tables individually and then you put together. That is the fundamental here. Okay, and this fundamental, if you are doing in SQL, you will do in a different way. If it is OBIE, you will do in a different way. So here, so I am trying to get, okay, whatever information we have here, I am trying to calculate. So here, for what is that level I am looking? This is the customer. This is a particular customer, and this is also a particular customer, or let's say office. I think yesterday you are taken in the office. So first I will try to get in one office one, what is the total number of units sold out? Okay, this is the total is 9. And in one office, how many total number of price is, okay, that is a 25023. So now I am not joining them directly. First I am trying to calculate in this table in every office what is the total quantity and what is the total price. So I am calculating it. So when you calculate these 1, 9, 2, how many records you will find out here for one office here now? Only one, because I am calculating in every office how many are there. And here we also already have in one office how many employees are there. So this is the number of employees. So previously I am joining tables directly, but this time I am choosing don't join directly. First you calculate. So I am trying to bring this table to office level to have one record for one office. So this is already having one record for one office. So if I join this and this, how many matches you will get from here to here? If I join from here to here, 3 matches. But if I join from here to here, how many matches? Only one. So if you are match 1 to 1, there is no 1 to 1, there is no problem, because for one record there is only one matching. So this is the 200, this is the 9, and then this one. So we are doing this in the SQL this way. So this is the first table. HR table contains how many number of employees in every office. Okay, so in one office there are 200 employees, and at the same time, so I am taking second table. So in this table we have multiple records for every office. So if I directly join, we have seen problem yesterday also. So that's why what I am doing, I am not joining this table directly with this table. I am calculating first in every office how many number of quantities we sold out. So office wise. So this is your inline view, inline query. Okay, and so this information is nothing but in every office what is the total quantity. So I am trying to get the data from the second fact table to the office level, and this I am no, so now I am not joining with this one. So I am joining with this output of this query, that is inline view. Okay, so this and this now I am joining. So this table dot office key equal to this table dot office key. So you will get your information here. Okay, this is the concept here. If it is writing. So, but how do you do in OBIE? Output I am not sure, but we will first design this table. There is some cluster problem in my machine. Okay, okay. I think, did we make any changes in RPD? Looks like RPD problem. I may have to restart, but we'll see implementation, and then we can see the output tomorrow. This is very fast. So I'm trying to open in offline mode, and header. So now, okay, to bring that same flavor what we discussed so far into our this RPD, the real RPD. So no matter, the concept is same whenever you have planning to mix the data from two fact tables, no matter wherever it is. So mostly 99% ideally always fact tables will be with one to many relation only. So you will never have two fact tables in one to one relationship. If there is a situation where I am creating two fact tables in one to one relationship means I don't need two tables. I can put into one table only. Okay. So in case if if I have data always like this, I don't need to keep them into two tables. This I can keep into one table. So that's why you never have two fact tables in one to one, very rare. So mostly you will have, not mostly, 99.99% all the fact tables if you try to join. Either you may not join, or even if you are joining there will be one too many or many too many. So varieties of the combination of the relations will be there. Okay. So now here I am trying to get the data from two different fact tables. So now already have the fact table which is revenue. So we have units and all. Okay, this table already have here. So revenue fact table is already there. So and I am able to join this with the dimension tables. We already have a relation, and then able to create the reports. So I am fine here. And this is the revenue fact table. So now I want to introduce one more fact table here. I am looking some information from this fact table. Now I am using some HR related fact table. Here I will have a head count. Okay, in every branch, how many employees working? So I want to see what is the profit coming from every branch and how many employees are working in that particular branch. So this information we have in a different table in our schema by name head count. So this table will give me, so this is again a fact table, this will give me in every office how many FT means, that is your head count, means number of employees, just assume that. So here every day how many FT is there, okay, so in every office in every day how many employees working, that is there. So I want to take in every office how many number of average employees are there, I want to get from here. Average employees I want to get from here, or take a sum, whatever it is. Okay. So I want to take the measure from this table, which is a FTE here, and I want to take a measure which is already revenue, that is the units and all, and to create a single report. So this is already there, we already established and working. So now I am trying to bring one more table here. So now I'll go and then try to get this table into RPD. So this is the table and I'm just selecting to the right side. Done. So if you think in a normal way, so how do I join these tables? So this is we are in a situation where, so I have my table here which I want here. I want to see some data from this table and I want to see some data from this table. So tell me in a normal way, what do you do? If I ask you to give a joins and all, how do you do? Since I want some column from here, I want some columns from here. And so what you will do? You will join these two tables. Do we have a common column here and here? We have a common column here. Just see here. Do you have a common column? These two tables. We have a common column office. So now example I want to say in every office how many employees are there or average employees are there. What is the total quantity we sold out? So revenue table will give me quantities. Average or number of employees you will get from this particular table. Just a very easiest way to understand. And in every office I want. So in a very basic way, what do you do? Forget about OBIEE and all. Forget about your intelligence. If I ask you write a basic query, what we'll do? We have to go and join these two tables. Okay. So when we join these two tables, can we get the correct result? Directly join and say sum of FTE or average of FTE, sum of quantity, can we get correct result? No. Why? Because yesterday we discussed a problem. Okay. For one office if you take here, there will be n number of records because there will be hundreds of products will be sold in that particular branch office. Even in the office also, here we have day wise data. So even from, in this case, is a many to many. There is, you cannot imagine. Sorry? 2 years. Yes. Yeah, yeah. So that's why even it is a common, there is a common column, even if there is no common column. So the problem only. Even if you have a common column problem, even if there is no common column, we cannot get. So we'll see now the solution. Okay, so assume that common column is a problem. You have a common column at least, but you are saying there is no common column. So there is fully problem. Full problem. Yeah, yeah, we can sort out. So one in all solution here. Okay. So now I am looking here information in every, what is my statement here? What I am looking is in every office, how many employees we have and how many, what is the total quantity sold out. And even if you have a common column, if you join problem, if there is no common column also problem, because I don't have that information from here to here. Okay. So mostly, okay, what we'll do, we just very high level we spoke about. Okay, in this particular table, whatever information you want, you calculate separately. In this table, whatever information you want, calculate separately. Once they come to the one level, then join. So SQL was telling one solution. Calculate whatever information you are looking individually. Don't join. Okay, so calculate in every office how many total quantities we sold out. Calculate how many number of employees in every office. Calculate separately. Once you calculate separately, data will come to the one level, same granular level. So one office, how many number of employees, one office, what is the total quantity sold out. If you try to match, there will be 1 to 1 link up like this. So this, okay, so you try to calculate in every office how many total quantity sold out. So here you calculate in every office how many employees are there. You calculate separately and then you mix up. So how do we do here? So if you, how do we tell OBIEE that, okay, we have to do this calculation separately, okay, and then the fundamental, because practically I can write a query, I can understand, but how can I inject this information to OBIEE that whenever you are looking for data from multiple fact tables where you are planning to not to join them directly, so don't join directly. So go and try. So now here your data warehousing conceptual knowledge will come into picture. Okay, what is that? So I have one table here, fact table. I have one fact table here. If you have a dimension which is a common to multiple fact tables, what is that called? A dimension table which can be shared across multiple fact tables, or a dimension table which is a common for multiple fact tables. What is that called? Conform dimension. So here conform dimension will play a role here. I am looking office wise. Okay, so since you are looking data office wise, you don't join fact tables directly, and but join the tables, okay, to conformed dimension. Okay, so this, so you already have a join because you already have it. So now that we have introduced this table, okay, so don't join here. So try to join from here to here, which is a conformed dimension. Okay, so now I am selecting join again here. In office table, office key is a column one side. In head count, office is there. Finish. So now here I have joined with confirm dimension. So that's why confirm dimension is very important here, in the, especially in the reporting, is very important. So now you have a confirm dimension. So a dimension which is shared across multiple fact tables. So that is the one step required from the physical layer side. Always two fact tables we never join. We'll join two fact tables via confirm dimension. Okay. Now anything, not only this, any two fact tables if you are planning to join, never join. If it is able to join, you can join. Technically, is it not possible to join? Technically, it's possible. I can go and link it. I have a common column. But finally, your output will go wrong. If you are still not bothered about the output, or if you are not calculating any summary on the first table, you can still happily join. There is no technical limitation. No technical limitation. This is all your output limitation. If you still want to join and you do not want to make any calculations on the first table, you can go and, if I don't want to calculate this one, you are not looking this information, happily join, no problem. Okay. So then how do we join? So now here we are not joining. So this is technically I have joined from here, but how OBIEE will know that whenever this guy is selecting a column from here, okay, I don't want to join them directly, or I want to do it in a different way. What is that way? Calculate the information from both fact table to separately and then match it. That is the fundamental meaning. I want to pass to OBIEE. How I make this information pass to OBIEE, that whenever you want to make two tables untouchable, every time when you are joining, whatever table we keep in a BMM layer, so we are either making join or trying to relate it. So customer, you take any tables right now, they have a relation, join. You are joining them only. Or use the table independently or join. But now first time I want to make two tables untouchable. Okay, to pass that information. So what are the two tables? Generally, what are the tables untouchable? Two fact tables are untouchable. Okay. So whichever table you feel that which is untouchable, okay. So take the table. Okay, two ways are there. One is, this is the table. Take this table and then release. So just see the mouse pointer. I am releasing onto revenue fact table. So this is the place where I am trying to combine the data. Okay, so I am releasing this table. This is the different method which I am doing right now. Okay, so releasing onto revenue metrics fact table. Now immediately you see that your fact table will be added as a separate LTS. Blindly, whenever you see two LTSs, blindly in mind, both are untouchable. So you are not in a position to relate them, join them or mix them directly. It is untouchability. The meaning is untouchable. Okay. So since you have added the table from here to here, and if you come down, you will see the columns which are there in the head count also will get added here. We are looking for FTE. So that column is there already. Okay. So in this FTE, I will double click and say average or sum, whatever you want. Okay. So I am planning to combine data from two fact tables, but both cannot be joined directly. So your alternate design should be join two fact tables with confirmed dimension in a physical layer. Then add those two fact tables as a separate LTSS in single fact table. This is one LTS, this is one LTS. What you can see here is that when you double click this LTS, It will show only columns which are related to this table. Whatever columns are coming from the headcount fact table, they will be kept blank, because these I cannot mix them with this one. So they are separate, they are separate. But when I go and select this one, you will see what are the columns coming from this one, and others it will show as a blank. So this is clearly, only with your eyes you see all are in one place, but technically they are untouchable independently. Okay. So now you can take this FTE column and then keep into this. Okay. So this design will make you to, when I go and now I cannot show you the output. When I upload it and then see, select two columns. Okay, and you will not see a join from two directly. It will calculate this measure separately, this measure separately, and then you have a common dimension. It will combine based on the common dimension. Okay, so this is how your multiple fact table design will be there. So what are we doing? 3 steps here. In high level, 2 steps. Okay, then so just how to design to have these two words, if you say, that should be sufficient. But only thing is you should have an internal knowledge of how it is working. The rest will be taken care by OBIEE itself. Okay. So I'm sorry today because I'm not able to show, and without showing that it is very tough to understand. So I'll repeat this tomorrow and then we'll continue this. Hopefully I'll start early tomorrow because today I'm late actually.